My mother tried to rip my engagement ring off my swollen finger at Christmas dinner and snarled, "You feminist beach, you've destroyed everything I taught you." When my fiancé begged her to stop, she screamed, "You destroyed my daughter. She was supposed to be pure." I didn't say a word. That was 8 months ago. This morning, she was begging to take back everything she did. My mom is the most backwards person I've ever met. Ever since me and my sister Elena were little, she would make us practice being perfect wives every single day. We had to walk around the house balancing books on our heads while carrying trays of food, and if we spilled even one drop, we'd have to scrub the entire kitchen mirror with a toothbrush. Our bedtime routine was literally practicing sentences like, "Whatever you think is best, honey," and "I'm sorry for speaking out of turn." And while I always felt gross doing it, Elena was mom's little housewife in training. By 15, she was ironing her boyfriend Derek's shirts every morning before school, and packing his lunches with little love notes that said stuff like, "I exist to make you happy." And instead of our mom being concerned that her teenage daughter was acting like a 1950s servant, she bought Elena a $300 KitchenAid mixer to award her. And even though I hated how my mom wanted me to act, I still wanted her validation. So I poured everything into school. I did extracurriculars, had a bunch of friends, was every teacher's pet. So when I finally got accepted into Northwestern's business school, my mom was the first person I told. "Congrats, honey, but I really wish you put this much effort into finding a nice boy to take care of," was all she said before throwing my acceptance letter into the trash. The breaking point came a week later. I came home to find Elena with a black eye, poorly covered with concealer. When I tried to talk to her about it, she actually laughed. "Oh, this? Derek just gets a little carried away sometimes. It's actually really sweet. It means he can't control himself around me because he loves me so much." That's when I knew I lost her. But if that's what my mom wanted, then I figured I should at least try to make her happy. So in the summer before moving out, I dated the worst guy I could find just to get one single approving nod from my mother. My BF Tyrone would check my phone, told me my friends were bad influences, made me share my location 24/7. I knew it was wrong, but when I brought him home for Independence Day, my mom's face lit up. She even hugged me for the first time in 3 years. Fast forward 4 years later, and I graduated with a bachelor's degree in finance. I had been in therapy for months, found an amazing partner named James. He was the oldest brother of 3 little sisters, and he treated me like a queen. Listened when I talked, actually made me laugh, planned every date. So when Christmas came around, I was actually excited. I thought maybe, just maybe, my family would see how happy I was. He kept reassuring me that things would be okay, and that my mom would love him. For a second, I actually believed him. So when I knocked on the door, I had more confidence than ever. But Elena was the one to open, and she looked like a ghost of herself. Bruises poorly covered with Dollar Tree concealer, walking with a limp she tried to hide. My heart shattered, and I guess hers did too, because as soon as she saw James help me with my coat, she gasped, "Oh my gosh, Mia, you're emasculating him in public?" James politely introduced himself and mentioned how proud he was of my promotion. That's when my mom's face went from a fake smile to pure rage. "A real man doesn't let his woman outshine him," she hissed while grabbing my wrist so hard it left marks. And that's when she noticed my engagement ring. "You feminist beach, you've destroyed everything I taught you," she then screamed while literally trying to rip the ring off my finger. Elena jumped up and grabbed my shoulders to hold me still while mom kept pulling, except she was pulling so hard my finger was turning purple. James immediately called 911 while trying to pull them off me. I figured by this point my parents would realize they were assaulting me, but no, my mom grabbed a kitchen knife and lunged at James. "You destroyed my daughter. She was supposed to be pure." Meanwhile, my finger felt like it was being torn off and I couldn't stop screaming. Luckily, the cops arrived fast, and by the time the paramedics checked me out, my finger was dislocated and deeply cut from the ring being forced off. By the time the substances wore off, I was furious. My mom kept calling me. James was telling me he's sorry for embarrassing me and asking me if I was sure I still liked him. But all the noise around me simply came in one ear out the other, because I was going to have a relationship with James, and I was going to make my family back off. And make my family back off I did. I blocked every single number. Mom, Elena, even distant relatives who might pass messages. James helped me change all my passwords and set up new email accounts. My hands shook as I deleted years of photos from my phone, but each deletion felt like cutting a rope that had been strangling me. The first week was quiet, too quiet. I threw myself into work, staying late at the office to avoid thinking about what happened. My finger still throbbed where the ring had been forced off, and James bought me a simple chain to wear it on until the swelling went down. My coworkers noticed the bandage, but I just said kitchen accident and changed the subject. Then Thursday morning, my boss McCatherine called me into her office. She had this weird expression, like she'd eaten something sour. "Mia, I received a concerning call about you yesterday. Your mother claims you stole family heirlooms worth thousands of dollars."